Hello students, this is your Professor Dr. Moina Akhtar Mughal. Now today we are going to start with the lactic acid fermentation. Now last time, as you know, that we have discussed alcohol fermentations. These are all the three types of fermentations which you are supposed to learn. So first one was alcohol fermentation, and second is lactic acid fermentation, and third one is your acetic acid fermentation, right? These are the three types which are supposed to be done in your course, but let's see how much we can do and how much we can cover. So now, you know, as you can simply see that glucose molecule in the lactic acid fermentation, glucose molecule, I will simply write down glucose molecule, it simply gets converted to the, you can say, into lactate or lactic acid or lactate. Here it must be noted that the lactic acid, when it loses its one proton, it becomes lactate. That is, you can say, the conjugate base of the lactic acid, and that's why we can use both the terms, that is lactate or lactic acid. And it's not only the glucose molecule only. You can have any sugar. For example, you can use fructose or sucrose. That proceeds, you can say, they can also proceed by the fermentation process. And finally, what will happen? They will yield the lactate, again the lactate molecule, right? Through and you can simply see here that through these lactic acid fermentation, and this it only proceeds, or it can only go on when oxygen is absent, in the absence of oxygen, when oxygen is not around, right? So this is you can say a simple, last time I told you anaerobic and aerobic, these were the terms which I discussed, so this was something to do with that. Now let's discuss lactic acid fermentation in detail. Now we know that this process starts with a glucose molecule, simple, right? So it gets into the process called glycolysis. You have word glycolysis. It goes into the process of glycolysis, right? The whole process of, you can say, glycolysis occurs as follows. Now, in this glycolysis, the glucose molecule combined with you can say aqua enzyme called NADH, that is glucose plus 2 NAD plus, that is nucleotide adenine dinucleotide, and here the 2 plus, you can say, 2 ADP molecules plus 2 P phosphorus molecules and 2 it will simply yield to 2 pyruvate plus 2 NADH, and finally to 2 ATP, that is adenosine triphosphate, plus 2 water molecules and 2 protons. So again, I can repeat, in this glycolysis, the glucose molecule combined with the aqua enzyme called NAD+, right? This is an aqua enzyme. It is called nicotine adenine dinucleotide, and here the 2 ADP molecules also combined with the 2 inorganic phosphates, you can say, and it yields 2 pyruvate molecules and 2 NADH molecules plus 2 ATP molecules and a water molecule and 2 hydrogens. Now this is the yield of glycolysis reaction. This is the yield of the glycolysis reaction, or you can say the glycolysis process. So I hope till here you have followed.